And now an update to the election that the world is watching. Disgraced former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is reportedly staying in the race for New York City mayor as an independent, this according to CNN, despite losing to Zohran Mamdani, a charismatic communist Trojan horse, in a slick, palatable package.
Down for you. Go ahead, make a rap for your nanny. It's a rap. Get the guap, spin the rack on your nanny. Spin the rack. Come through, give a dap to your nanny. If you really feeling good, spin a track for your nanny. Go ahead, make a rap for your nanny.
The former rapper, a champagne socialist at best, the 33-year-old grew up wealthy. His first real job ever was as a New York State assemblyman just 3 years ago.
Because I think that New Yorkers, more than they hate a politician they disagree with, they hate a politician they can't trust.
On the subject of trust, you've adopted different speaking accents in different scenarios.
But they go to their local bodega.
Is there one that's real and one that's affected?
What I would say is, as any immigrant knows, having been born in Kampala, Uganda, and then raised in South Africa and moving here when I'm 7 years old, is there are different parts of my life.
Worldwide tour is a worldwide tour is a worldwide tour.
Wow, the whole Robin Hood act, it's as fake as his accents. Mamdani is simply the byproduct of a deliberate electoral strategy to fool the woke masses, and it's working, an archetype that has proven to be successful, just like we saw there with AOC, who endorsed him along with Bernie Sanders. It really worked with highly educated, rich, white voters who came out in droves for Mamdani. Mamdani's own social media post revealing that he's more than even a socialist. He's an anarchist, calling for the defunding of police. His radical campaign promises, they are right out of a communist manifesto, defunding the police, abolishing prisons, you name it. So how is Mamdani going to pay for all of this free stuff? The same way every failed communist leader has done before him.
Do you like capitalism?
No, I have many critiques of capitalism. And I think ultimately the definition for me of why I call myself a democratic socialist is the words of Dr. King decades ago. He said, call it democracy or call it democratic socialism. There must be a better distribution of wealth for all of God's children in this country. And that's what I'm focused on, is dignity and taking on income inequality.
Wow. The favorite to win the New York City mayoral race, openly admitting he wants a distribution of wealth. Perhaps a Mamdani win is what needs to happen in order to wake up from all this woke nonsense. The once greatest, richest, largest city, maybe it needs to fall. But my fear is New York City will fall so far that even a Giuliani-type leader can never bring it back. Joining me now, Larry Elzer, nationally syndicated talk show host, radio host. Mamdani's win, Larry, it changes the game. We could see more AOCs. They're going to double down on their progressive policies. And the fact that he won so soundly because of young, white, woke voters.
Well, that's what's so scary about it. To quote my older brother, Kirk, Lydia, this guy is slick. He's smooth. He could talk a monkey out of his last peanut and sell it back to him retail. The idea that this guy is espousing the same kind of economics as AOC. I mean, rent control, rent stabilization, what you're doing is discouraging housing. You're preventing tenants from being able to get housing. You're stopping the construction of new housing. Before the Second World War, the New Yorkers spent about 25% of their income on housing. Now they spend about 35% because they have rabid rent control, which this guy wants to make even worse. And the idea of government-owned stores. And he also supports boycott, divest, sanction. Now, Chuck Schumer hasn't yet decided whether to endorse this man, but Schumer even said that the boycott, divest, sanction movement was anti-Semitic. So if he ends up endorsing this guy, he's endorsing somebody who's espousing a policy that Schumer himself once called anti-Semitic. The only upside is what you said earlier, is that if this goes into effect, free this, free that, government-owned stores. New York will get so bad, rich people will leave, the prices will go up, and maybe some of the other cities will watch this and say, let's not go in that direction. That's probably the only upside.
Yeah, how far they've come. We had to have a Dinkins before we could have a Giuliani. A minute left. Your prediction, how does this end up? How does this all go? Is it Cuomo? Is it Adams? Is Mamdani? Does he become the mayor of the largest city in the nation?
Unfortunately, because of our education K through 12, a lot of young people have been taught that free stuff, rich people get there by exploiting poor people. I'm afraid this guy may very well win. I hope I'm wrong.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.